Hi everyone, welcome back to part 27 of my TemTem playthrough. Last episode we went ahead and reached Gino Gap and we have explored it. I believe we ended out the episode in Nuru Lodge. In today's episode we are going to go ahead and explore the lodge as well as try to reach the next town. We did have a cutscene where Belsoto clan has tried to invade another city, but thankfully they were not successful. The bridge near Gino Gap was broken down, and the people of the resistance have definitely made sure that Belsoto clan will not reach the next town. We also went ahead and explored the other cliffs that were actually available in Kisiva. I believe it was from Wayward Kisiva to Wambi, and we have got all of the items. Let me quickly make my way back to Nuru Lodge, and I think we can go out from there. Either way, here is my team for now. We don't really have any new TemTems to add to the team, so this is the 5 TemTems I'll be using for now. I believe I was not near Nuru Lodge. Let me quickly go ahead and make my way over there and see what happens next. Now looking at the map, we have a couple of new quests that are available, but before we enter there, I just want to look around and make sure I have picked up all of the items. But once we do move forward, we have a couple more stickers in this area. Pretty nice. It's just a maze full of just wooden walkways, which is pretty fun to go around. But there's only one place to actually go. I'm just looking around to make sure I pick up all of these items. There we go. I think those are all the stickers that are available. Let's quickly go ahead and enter the lodge. I believe we'll have a temporium over there where we can definitely go ahead and take some rest. It seems that we have a couple of Godzillion cards here with Captain Collie. I guess he is supposed to be the backup. Pretty good that they are here. Apparently they were not able to come to Gino Gap and were actually instead left out here near the lodge. So they are just going to go ahead and guard this place. Now I wonder what our next step is going to be. I'm definitely sure that we'll be able to help them as well. Now the next town is apparently called Pinzani and we have to set up a camp over there. But of course they need our help, which we definitely will be able to help them. Once we do step inside, it seems that we have a couple of quests that are available. Let me quickly go ahead and talk to everyone before accepting the quest. I was also able to find this hidden item there. I guess I might have missed it the first time I played this game, but thankfully I was able to get it now. Since I have talked to everyone, let me quickly talk to the receptionist who actually has a quest for us. Unfortunately, this quest does not unlock right now. Once we do clear out the Belsoto clan from Kisiva, we can come back here to accept this quest. At least we do have a temporium, which is pretty helpful. Going outside, this side seems to be a dead end. It's connected to the other side as well. We also get 3 all healers over there, but that is all for now. Right. Going to the other side of the lodge. It seems that there is a movie being produced over here, which is shocking. The fun thing that we have actually met Visesia before this. I believe it was in Nanga, and we had actually helped her hide the fact that she was over there. Apparently now she needs our help once more. Maybe it's because of the Belsoto clan, but apparently a lot of people, including the producer, have kind of run away after seeing them. So they definitely do not have any co-stars or backup actors. I guess it's our job to go ahead and help them in this quest. The reason this dialogue is super slow here is because I was actually reading through the dialogue. The first time I went through this game, I have missed out a couple of dialogues and I really wanted to see what the storyline here was. They are talking more on the plotline for their movie, which is apparently a romantic one, and Vasesia has never done this kind of movie, so she's quite happy to go ahead and do this. But of course, we had to talk to her agent to get the script. Once we do get the script, we have to practice our lines. That is done by the director here. That's pretty cool. I was not really expecting to act in a movie, but here we are. It's called The Betrayer of Crema. I believe that's the name. And we are playing a part of right, a lover who is going to be shot dead soon. That's alright. So we just have to go ahead and say the right options. If you do need the options, the ones that I'm clicking on screen are the right options. So go ahead and just see through this one. You have to do this twice, and you have to make sure that you select the right option to move on forward with this quest. It's quite small and you'll be able to quickly finish it. So I would recommend going through this quest before moving on forward. Crema Peaks, huh? Alright. Pretty complex, but I think I get the dialogues. It's right here on screen as well. You can just take a screen grab of this. But the next step for us to do is go outside and record the whole scenario. Of course, we have to be a bit ready. This one is definitely going to be tricky, but surprisingly, we do get a couple of items for helping them. The first one was a turban, which probably I'll go ahead and equip to one of my TemTems. Here we are. This is our chance to shine as a star. Well, let's do it. We have Zuri, who is the actor. So the scenario is that Zuri here is actually the brother of Vasesia in the movie, and we apparently misunderstand them as lovers, and probably without asking just go ahead and blindly have a TemTem battle with them. It's a pretty interesting storyline, quite common with the movies these days. But of course, there we go. These are all the right options. There's only 2 more left, and that's all. There we go. They're probably gonna go ahead and add a battle, TemTem battle through CGI. But we do get handcuffs. Interesting item to give. But that is all on that quest right there. Pretty nice. I guess the only thing left to do is go ahead and head out forward. Initially, when I was playing through this episode, I really thought that we'll be able to accept the quest from the receptionist, but I found out that on a later stage you might have to come back to it. Now that we are moving forward, we are in Koya Uplands. I'm hoping that is the right pronunciation, but this is a pretty large area. It's kind of like a huge maze as well, with a lot of cliff walls to climb onto. We also have a couple of stickers and a lot of items. There is a bunch of normal tamers like this one, as well as a lot of Belsodo clan members who will be dropping off from helicopters. So it's gonna be pretty intense. I would definitely recommend stocking up on healing items before you come through these uplands. But if you do like going back and forward, you can definitely go ahead and go back to Nuru Lodge to heal up your TemTems. As for the TemTems that are available in this area, we do not have any newer TemTems here either. Especially if you have covered all of the TemTems from Wayward Kisiwa as well as Gino Gap. Definitely this area is to just focus on the tamers themselves. We do have around 10 of them in the minimum, so you do have a lot of battles. Most of these TemTems are pretty higher in level as well. I do believe this is a really good place to go ahead and level up your TemTems, especially if you have added a newer one from Kisiwa. Here is our first tamer, and we are almost done. There we go. It's pretty good. This is actually a ranger who I believe is quite rare. As far as I remember, I just remember seeing a lot of Belsoto Clan team members just coming down. After healing up my team, I went ahead and put out a scent just to make sure that I do not get any encounters. But here is our first Belsoto Clan member. He has a divine, which is pretty nice to see. I believe we have not seen this one, but it's the evolution of Dubai, and this one is actually I believe part nature and part flying. It looks amazing and definitely is super strong. The only downside is that you have to go to a particular shrine to evolve it, and I don't believe we have come across it yet. The only shrines we have seen till now are, I believe, the crystal one in Tukma, as well as there is one that we have seen in Dennis, which is for water type. There will be one here in Kisiva for earth type, but as for the others, I believe they will come up in the upcoming region. Either way, this battle was surely not too tough, especially since I am using Saipat. I really do not have to level it up, but with the upcoming battles, I think it's best for me to go ahead and level up all of my team members. Going down here and going through another cliff, we come into a intersection. I believe if we go down here, we are coming up to a dead end. There are no items, so I'll move on forward. Going above here, we have one item which we can definitely go ahead and pick out before moving forward. Here's another fighter. Apparently they are named Belsoto Clan fighters, which is interesting. Has a regnant, which is the evolved form of the TemTem that we have seen before. It's a bit complex, but let's see how this goes. I could definitely say that my goal here would be leveling up my team members to level 60 before we go ahead and reach the next city. I actually think the amount of new TemTems they have introduced here in Kisiva is pretty low. After all, we have seen a lot of new TemTems in the other three regions, so I guess I was expecting more from this one. It's a bit disappointing as the game only shows us around 5 Earth TemTems, which is quite less. I'm pretty sure we will be able to find more Earth TemTems in other regions, but they should have added a bit more here. Now we do have a couple of areas where we have just seen redundant TemTems, especially in Gino Gap and the uplands here as well. It's pretty disappointing. Maybe if they had distributed the TemTems very well, perhaps we would have had a couple of new TemTems for this area. I guess this only means that we'll be focusing on leveling up the team members and just trying to move on forward with the storyline. Here we have Trevor's, who is just chilling. He has a bit of a weird dialogue. I guess there is some item we might get from him with a particular options, but I really didn't want to wait over there and moved on forward. Here we have our next fighter. This one only has one TemTem, which is Platimos. Like I've said before, Platimos is a really cool TemTem. Unfortunately, I am having a bit of an issue taking it down. I really thought I was able to take it down right there. Alright, that was pretty bad. Switching in Saku. Let me go ahead with Electric Storm. That should be enough. I've been thinking about using items in this game, and I think I'll not use too many items anymore. In the last episode, I actually used the Temporal Spiel for the first time, and it was pretty cool. Definitely have to use that item a bit more. This cliff is also a dead end. I might have to go ahead and go through another area. Now, if you did wonder why I was looking into the stats of the two TemTems who are water type in my team, I was just wondering if I could still keep Saipat as part of my team, considering the fact that it is quite higher in level. And training up a new TemTem would take some time. Let's see how it goes. I think I might end up switching it out, but it depends on how fast I will get my next team member. As for the next tamer, here he is. It's a Lynx, which is surprising. I might have to use wind type moves, so let me quickly go with that. Ooh, Kazuma goes down as well, which is pretty bad. Alright, I guess if Kazuma had survived, perhaps I would have been able to take down the Minx in that turn. But we do have to wait for the next one. This time, we are able to take it down. The Minx is pretty higher in level. It's level 63. Moving forward, it seems that we are halfway there. Now we do have the small area with crystal skates, but unfortunately we do not own the skates right now, so I do have to wait. Here's a Balsoto Ranger. This one I think will be a bit tougher. Alright, I might have to heal up my team members after this battle, so let me be a bit more careful. Perhaps if I did have Kazuma in my team right now and not knocked out, I think this battle would have been a bit easier. As for Spazi, I think we need a Earth type TemTem to take it down. Which reminds me, I definitely have to add one to my team. But for now, we are just going to try and take them down with the moves that we do have here. Alright, using Venomous Claw was pretty good on Spazi. Saipat went down as well. Saku does take down Babawa. We have one more turn. Unfortunately, Saku is the only team member I have, and I really do not want to revive another team member. So we are just gonna try this with just one TemTem. Thankfully, I was able to take it down in the next turn. Alright, it's time for me to go ahead and use the field. I think that will revive all of my team members without wasting my healing items. Here it is. Temescence field. And I'm really sorry if I did mispronounce it before this. I rarely use this item, and I guess I'll start using it a bit more after this one. After all, it is very helpful in a longer route like this. Here we have our next ranger. Might have to switch out. This is not that good. Maybe I should switch out into Antan in my next turn. None of these moves are really doing anything. I think for the next turn I'll be able to take down Banapi with high pressure water. Yep. Let's just see if these two pairs are able to take them down. Electric Storm. Never mind, did not take it down. That's quite surprising. But I guess the exhaustion also did not take it down. That was pretty lucky for that TemTem. For Gulder, I think we would have to struggle a bit more. I'm pretty sure all of these TemTems would go down pretty easily if I did have a Earth TemTem. Unfortunately, I'm not able to keep Nagais up in front. Even though it's my starter, I'm having a bit of a struggle keeping it alive and getting it some experience. But thankfully, I was able to take this TemTem down. And also, apparently this was not a ranger. I guess the icons or the characters for rangers and Balsoto clan members are a bit similar, so it's pretty easy to confuse them both. Now, if you have seen the direction in which I am going, it's actually a dead end. But we do have a couple of items and a sticker on the way. So I definitely want to go ahead and pick them both up. I might have some issue with these two TemTems as well, but Leolai does go down, so that's good. As for Platimos, I just have to use Electric Storm as usual. There we go. I guess this battle was better. Let me quickly go ahead and pick up the items. There we go. Here are the two items I was talking about. The Ether Plus and Balm Plus, as well as the sticker. Moving forward. We're actually almost at the end of this route. We have only a couple of tamers more left to defeat. Let's quickly go ahead and defeat this one as well. Ooh, pretty powerful TemTems right here. I believe I'll be able to target Anatan to Xenoreth, but I had to switch out my starter. I feel that this was not a really good move, but that's alright. I'll be able to target them in the next turn. For the next one, I'm just going to go ahead and use Warm Cuddle and Electric Storm. Hopefully this will actually take them both down. Seems that Grandpa over there did survive. Gazuma is just getting destroyed. But since Xenoreth did go down, I did manage to take both of these TemTems down in this turn. The next one we have Nazla and Shuen. It's actually quite rare to see tamers with Shuen. It is quite a rare TemTem after all. And it's pretty powerful, with its dual typing being crystal and water. It's a pretty good addition to your team if you have not selected the same starter as I have. Nesta goes down, and as for Shuen, I will definitely have to just try using an electric type move. Using Electric Storm, we did pretty good damage, but Gazuma does almost go down. I mean, it did survive with around 3 HP, which is pretty good. Somehow the next turn, it seems that it focused on Antan, which gave me a chance to take it down. That was pretty lucky. There we go. I also believe that my internet is a bit slower today, and it's actually loading up the game slower. So you might see my dialogues being a bit slower as well, and the battle itself is loading slower too. We also have some fourth wall breaking conversation right there, where our character was just wondering why we are being attacked by Belsodo clan members. Either way, we are moving on forward. Immediately down the cliff we have another tamer. Sadly, I did not actually heal up my team, so we might have some issues here. I really need to have Gazuma up in front. It is the only TemTem that will actually help me in this point. Time for me to definitely go ahead and switch out at least one of my team member. There we go. Let's see if we are able to take these two down. Ooh, that was pretty bad. But at least I was able to take down Banshee, which is good. As for Whiplum, we'll be able to take it down in the next turn with Electric Storm. It's surprising to see all of these TemTems that are from Denez here in Kisiva. I guess I was really not expecting it. It also means that this Belsodo clan member was probably a Denezian at some point. Moving forward, seems that we are near a rock hopping place, and there's another Belsodo clan member. Forward area Belsodo. An interesting name. Either way, those are two powerful TemTems, but I think I'll be able to handle both of them. Of course, not the first turn, considering that both of the water type moves are locked. So we just have to wait the first turn out. For the next one, seems that we were alright. Using Tsunami and high pressure water. Tsunami goes up front, takes down Rakesh as well as Madrid in one turn, surprisingly. For the third TemTem, it is Typhoon. This should be easy. I guess I was really not expecting a Typhoon, but that's alright. Once more, my battle is kind of stuck with choose the target, and this is mostly because of my internet connection. I believe it is even slower if I did not speed up the video right here. Sometimes this is just an issue with the internet. I guess you will be facing it quite a lot if you are playing this game. After all, it is hosted on the server. But moving forward, we are almost there. This is the last stretch. And going down, we have one more sticker to pick up. I don't think we have any more Bel Soto clan members coming after us. Ooh, we have these two lookouts here though. They're quite busy. I'm really not sure how they would be able to actually look out for us. But they're also arguing the fact that we are here and whether they should actually let us move on forward. So we do have to tem up. That's alright. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. They have a Sherald and a Banshee. I guess I shouldn't have switched out my Antan and Gazuma. Here they are back. I decided to not go with Antan, just with Gazuma for now. This is mainly for the Banshee right there. At least I was able to survive. Let's go with Electric Storm. Apparently Tsunami goes first. Swipeout has a pretty good speed stat. But as usual, Gazuma is the one that does more damage. Unfortunately, it does not survive the turn either, so it really doesn't get the experience. Switching out into Saku. We have two more TemTems. Interesting. I believe I'll be just able to use toxic type moves for now, and I'm just going to try using it. We do have a leash on the opponent side. It's pretty cool and it does have the scavenger trait, which will immediately heal it up if its partner goes down. It's definitely an interesting trait and you could definitely play around it as well. But thankfully I am able to take it down in one hit. There we go. I guess if I ever am switching into a Earth type TemTem for my team, I will definitely make sure that it is part melee as well. Probably Osuken, which I have mentioned a couple of episodes ago. But I am still thinking about it. We do have a couple more episodes before I'll be able to catch one for myself. So we do have some time to look around for other TemTems. But once we do reach the next town, we are introduced to Badru here, who is talking about the resistance moving on forward to Uhuru. For that, we definitely need some help. We do have Adia here, who we have met before and is actually the captain of Nawal. She's as annoying as ever, but she also orders us to go ahead and clear out the Tasa Desert. This is the next region where apparently Bel Soto clan has already occupied. So we do have to defeat them from their watchtowers to help with the resistance. I think we'll be able to do that. That is definitely our work. We do have to reach Uhuru, which is the final destination and the main city of Kisiva. But for now, I think this is where I'll go ahead and end out this episode. We do have a lot of items here in this town as well, which I will be picking up pretty soon. This was definitely a fun episode. Hope you all enjoyed it as well. If you did, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel as it really helps me a lot. If you'd like to support me more, check out the links for Patreon and Ko-fi in my description, and I'll see you all in the next one. bye.